Kapag ayaw niya din matanda, tinabi niya doon suman, ayaw niya atang ka-share. Kasi matanda na.
Oh.
Sabi niya kasi, pag ganyan matanda ka na, huwag kang magsisilan.
Kasi, tanda na sa mesa ilan ito.
Ang tanga din naman kasi. No?
Dominic, yung mic mo pa off.
Hello, good afternoon. Let's start. It's already 1 o'clock. Anong pinag-uusapan niyo, ha? Oh, how was the exam? Any feedback? Okay naman. Can I have a thumbs up before I start? Okay, thank you. Sige. Huwag na nating patagalin to. Number 1, if the loss of a drug is independent of the concentration of the reactants and constant with respect to time, the rate is called A, zero order, B, first order, C, second order, D, nonlinear kinetics, or E, A and D. What is your answer? You may chat your answers, ha? The correct answer here is letter Yan, independent daw sa concentration. Remember, that is zero order reaction. Yan. Zero order, which is also known as nonlinear kinetics. Diba? Kapag first order, it's linear kinetics because this is related to the concentration or concentration dependent. Also, second order, concentration dependent din yan. So, letter E, A and D. Next, number 2, this equation relates the rate constants to temperature with the gas constants and the energy of activation to predict the stability of the product. So the correct answer is, okay, T90 is the shelf life of the drug, no? So the shelf life depends on the rate order, if it is zero, first, or second order. Half-life is the time it takes for a drug to reduce its concentration into half. So this is not also the equation, that we are looking for. So rate law, it is the relationship of the concentration and the rate, diba? And the rate law equation depends on the rate order. So hindi rin yan. Slope of the line is the linearity of the concentration and with respect to time. So hindi rin yan. So the correct answer is letter E. Tandaan ninyo, the relationship of temperature with activation energy and the rate, yan, it's Arrhenius equation. Next, number 3. A catalyst increases the rate of a reaction by, the correct answer here is decreasing the activation energy of the overall reaction. So remember, in a reaction, the energy that is required for a reaction to proceed is called as activation energy. Yan. So kailangan ma-reach itong energy na ito for the reaction to proceed, no? Para ma-turn mo yung product into or ma-turn mo yung reactant into product. Now, because of the help of catalyst, nare-reduce niya yung energy na yan. Pinapababa niya yan. So therefore, letter D. Okay, number 4. The date placed on the immediate container label of a drug product that designates the date through which the product is expected to remain within specifications. A, stability, B, half-life, C, shelf life, D, expiration date, or E, all of the above. So half-life is incorrect kasi ito yung kailan magiging 50% na lang yung concentration drug. So hindi siya nagmamatter actually kapag drug degradation ang pinag-uusapan natin. It only matters if the drug is ingested. Okay? Now, stability is the study to determine the shelf life of the product. So it has different aspects, right? The physical stability, the chemical stability, and microbiological stability. Even the photo stability of the drug. However, we're referring to date here. The date that is placed on the container of the drug. So, is that shelf life? Hindi shelf life. Shelf life is the duration at which the drug is still effective and of quality. Duration to or period, kung kailan siya okay pa. Pero pag date ang pinag-uusapan natin, we're talking about the expiration date. Okay? So letter D is the correct answer here. Or me? Yes? Yeah. Kindly check your audios, please. Because we can hear you if you are not muted. Okay, next number 5. This is the study of flow, which addresses the viscosity characteristics of powders, fluids, and semi-solids. A, rheology. B, micromeritics. C, Poisson law. D, dispersion system, or E, interfacial phenomena. Number 5 is letter A, the study of flow or deformation of substances. No? So it addresses viscosity of the different types of dosage forms. Okay, when we say micromeritics, this is the study of small particles, right? Poisson law, this is a law that regulates the flow as well, no? Especially if you use a capillary system in determining the viscosity of the substance. So this is not what we are looking for, although this is related as well to the viscosity determination of substances. Dispersion system is also not the answer here, and interfacial phenomena hindi rin yan. So the correct answer is rheology. Number 6, Newtonian flow is characterized by constant viscosity regardless of the shear rate applied. Non-Newtonian flow is characterized by a changes in viscosity characteristics with increasing shear rates. Non-Newtonian flow includes plastic, pseudoplastic, and dilatant flow. There are 3 statements here. First choice, statements 1 and 2 are correct, while 3 is not. Tingnan natin ha. Newtonian flow is characterized by constant viscosity. Is that true or false? That's true. Yan. That's true. So definitely, tanggalin na si letter E. Tapos tanggalin na. Again, hello? Kindly please check your audio. Miss Erica,
Crunchy.
sige, i-mention ko kayo. I-shoutout kayo. Erica May Antonio, can you kindly mute your audio? Also, Romelita Peralta, can you mute your audio? Yan, because we can hear you. Yan. Oh, thank you. Oh, i-check nyo mabuti. Isa-shoutout ko kayo. Sige, bahala kayo. Malalaman kung anong pinag-uusapan nyo. Malalaman kung nakikinig ba kayo. Yan. Okay. Statement 1 is correct. Non-Newtonian flow is characterized by a change in viscosity. Is that true or false? That is also true. So therefore, statements 1 and 2 are correct. Diba? So tanggalin na tong letter B. How about third statement? Non-Newtonian flow includes plastic, pseudoplastic, and dilatant flow. That is true. So therefore, the correct answer here is letter D. Number 6, letter D. Next, the following glassware at the right is used to determine A, absolute viscosity, B, dynamic viscosity, C, kinematic viscosity, D, relative viscosity, or E, intrinsic viscosity. The correct answer here is, since this is a capillary viscometer, specifically Ostwald viscometer, yan, relative ang kanilang viscosity characteristics or viscosity value. So therefore, letter D. Usually pag absolute, dynamic, kinematic, and intrinsic, rotational viscometer yan. Yung automatic na nag-determine ng viscosity value ng substance. Okay? Next, number 8. Which of the following dosage forms is not classified to be a non-Newtonian system? A, gels, B, creams, C, solution, D, suspension, or E, none of the above. The correct answer is solutions, because your substances or particles are already dissolved, no, in your solvent. So kahit anong shaking niyan, no, homogeneous na yung solution mo. The viscosity will not change. And that's the characteristics of drugs, di ba? Mga syrup natin, mga sterile dosage forms natin, hindi na dapat nag-iiba ng viscosity yan. Gels, creams, suspensions, yan. As you apply shear stress, nag-iiba ang kanilang viscosity. Okay? Ang gel and creams, 'di ba, they can exhibit some rheological characteristics like imbibition, swelling, rheopexy, etc. So mga signs ng instability 'yon. Okay? Letter C is the correct answer in number 8. Next, number 9. A phenomenon in which solid forms a gel more readily when gently shaken or otherwise sheared that even allowed to form the gel while the material is at rest. The correct answer is rheopexy. Yan. Pag imbibition, nag-absorb ng moisture, 'di ba? Without apparent increase in volume. Pag syneresis, may squeezing out of solvent or vehicle as droplet. Pag thixotropy, di ba, reversible gel sol formation yan. And serogel as in zero solvent, nawalan yung ng vehicle or solvent and only the gel framework remains. So the correct answer here is letter B. Next, which of the following is not a desirable characteristics of a coarse dispersion system? A, particles do not aggregate. O kailangan flocculated. So, hindi yan. Particles remain uniformly distributed throughout the dispersion. That is also, a desirable characteristics. Yan. Desirable ito, they should not aggregate. Ibig sabihin, yung mga flocculated na particles, no, pwede pang mag-aggregate yun. So, dapat as floccules lang sila. Settling of this dispersed particles is minimized. That is true. O, ito, caking of these particles is desired. This is not desired. Caking is the main instability of suspension. So, letter D is the correct answer here. Okay? Next, number 11, in the formulation of suspension, electrolytes are usually used as letter E, flocculating agents. Diba? Nire-reduce nila yung zeta potential, ini-increase nila ang contact angle. Okay? Pag increase ang contact angle, mas flocculated ang inyong particles. Oh. So, decrease din ang wetting. Okay? Next, number 12. This states that a solute will distribute itself between two immiscible solvents so that the ratio of its concentration in each solvent is equal to the ratio of its solubility in each one. A. Van Hoff, B. Hess law, C. Nernst law, D. Rawls law, E. Stokes law. Stokes law is about sedimentation volume or sedimentation rate. Van Hoff equation, this is about osmotic pressure. Hess law, this is about enthalpy or heat process. Rawls law, this is about vapor pressure. So, Nernst law is the correct answer. Yan. Or this is partition coefficient. Diba? Partition coefficient. Remember in partition coefficient, diba? Gumagamit tayo ng two immiscible solvents, oil and water. And oil is represented by octanol. And this is the formula. Kd is equal to concentration of the drug that went in oil over concentration of drug that went in water. So, dapat mataas ang Kd para masabi po ang sanggap. Okay? Next, number 13. The sodium chloride equivalent of zinc sulfate is 0.16. This means that a 1 gram of sodium chloride represents 0.16 gram of zinc sulfate. B, 0.16 gram of sodium chloride is equivalent to 1 gram of zinc sulfate. Or C, 0.16 gram of sodium chloride is equivalent to 0.16 gram of zinc sulfate, or none of the above. The correct answer is, it's supposed to be unitless, but if you are going to interpret this is gram of sodium chloride equivalent to 1 gram of drug. So therefore, letter B. 0.16 gram of sodium chloride is equivalent to 1 gram of zinc sulfate. Number 14. Which substance is classified as a weak electrolyte? A. Urea, B. Ephedrine, C. Sucrose, C. Sodium chloride, D. Sucrose, or E. All of the above. So, most drugs are weak electrolytes. So, among the choices, sino ba ang drug? Ephedrine, letter B. Urea, non-electrolyte yan. Sodium chloride is strong electrolyte. Yan. And sucrose, it's a non-electrolyte as well. So, ephedrine is the only drug here. And this is, di ba, naturo last time when we met, that most drugs are weak electrolytes. So, letter B. Next, number 15, how will you describe the solubility of a substance if 24 grams of solute dissolves in 320 parts of solvent? Just divide 320 by 24 and you will answer around 13 point something, 33, if I'm not mistaken here. And this belongs to what range? Soluble, because this has a solubility of 10 to 30. Diba? Ibig sabihin, you need 10 to 30 ml of solvent that is required to dissolve 1 part of solute. Okay? Next, number 16. The concept of like dissolves like is illustrated by which of the following? So we are talking about the polarity here. So letter A, cupric sulfate is soluble in carbon tetrachloride than in water. So cupric sulfate is a salt. May positive, may negative. Saan niya mas gustong matunaw? Siyempre, sa may mga positive and negative din. So yung water mo, di ba, polar siya. And kapag polar, may dipole moment. Yung dipole moment na yan, may negative and positive. So, mas gustong mag-attract ng mga salt sa mga solvent na polar. So, this is wrong. Sodium chloride is soluble in carbon tetrachloride than in water. It's the same no concept with letter A kasi ang sodium chloride is a salt. Iodine is soluble in carbon tetrachloride than in water. This is true because iodine is a non-polar and carbon tetrachloride is also a non-polar. So like dissolves like, non-polar will be miscible or will love to be dissolved in non-polar solvents. Okay? Next. In number 16, the correct answer is letter C. Next, this is the average distance that a gas particle travels between collision. The correct answer is mean free path. Ayan o, average, nakalagay na average distance. So that's mean free path. Pag sinabi mong diffusion, that is the movement of gas from high to low concentration. And diffusion, it's the same with diffusion. It's just that the gas moves in a small hole. And this is governed by Graham's law of effusion. Diba? So, letter B is the correct answer here. Number 18, a blank property of a pure substance is anything that can be observed without changing the identity of the substance. Oh, yan na. Without changing the identity, that's just a physical property. So, pag chemical, with change in the identity. Pag biological naman, no, we're talking about the biological effect. If we're talking about drug, the pharmacological effect. Ayan, no, and or therapeutic effect. Physicochemical property, no, because this is a combination of physical and chemical properties. We're only referring to without change in the identity of the substance. So that's purely physical. 18 is letter B. Number 19, which of the following compounds is expected to have the lowest vapor pressure? Yan. Ano ulit ang vapor pressure? 'Di ba? Ito yung liquid mo. Yan. So, turn into vapor. And then this vapor will exert pressure on the surface of the liquid. So, sino yung mga nahihirapan mag-vaporize? Yung mga matataas ang IMFA, Intermolecular Forces of Attraction, right? So, sino ba yung mataas ang intermolecular forces of attraction dito? Yung mga polar. So, among the choices, sino ang polar? So, alisin na yung non-polar, si letter E, si letter D, si letter C, because these are just alkane. Alkanes are non-polar, right? So, you are left between A and B. Among the two, which one is more polar, ethanol or ether? It's ethanol. So the correct answer here, the one with the lowest vapor pressure is B. Number 20, according to this law, at a definite temperature, the partial pressure component in a liquid is equal to the vapor pressure in the pure state multiplied by the mole fraction of the component in the solution. That's actually the vapor pressure the pression or change in vapor pressure is equal to the mole fraction of solute multiplied by the vapor pressure of the pure solvent A. So that's what law? Raoult's law. So letter C. Henry's law, this is about the solubility of the gas. Dalton's law, this is about the law of partial pressure. No, the sum of each partial pressure exerted by individual gas is the total pressure. The Gibbs free energy, yan, yung Gibbs na rule, it determines actually the independent variables that define the state of the system. And entropy is just the molecular randomness. So the correct answer here is letter C. Next, it is considered as the most pharmaceutically significant liquid crystal because it is the phase that usually forms in ternary mixture containing a surfactant. So, ano na nga ulit yung pharmaceutical importance? Smectic, letter A. Number 21, the correct answer is letter A. Next, number 22, this is the mass of powder divided by its bulk volume. Diba mass in gram, volume is in ml. So we're talking about density. Dahil bulk ito, so obviously the correct answer is bulk density. Okay, letter B. Number 23, the characteristic related to interparticulate friction or resistance to movement between particles. A, angle of repose. B, Carr's index. C, Hausner ratio. Or D, porosity. The correct answer is angle of repose. Yan, interparticulate friction eh. So, di ba, in angle of repose, you let the powder flow and then you measure yung angle. Yan. Although Carr's index and Hausner ratio, no, these are parameters as well in measuring the flowability or flow characteristics of your powder, yung formula kasi nila is different. Okay? So we're not after the friction between particles, no? When you get Carr's index and Hausner ratio, they are just based on bulk volume and true volume, or if not volume, no, density. Okay? So, the correct answer in number 23 is A. Number 24, which of the following is or are not derived properties of powder? Pag derived property, nakadepende sa fundamental property. And again, ano yung mga fundamental properties? Diba? Andyan yung size, surface area, what else? Shape, diba? So, density is a derived property. Bulkiness is also a derived property. Packing arrangement is also what? Is it a derived property? Yes or no? Yes. And flow property, this is also a derived property. Yung flow characteristics, angle of repose, Hausner ratio, di ba? Oh, therefore, wala sa choices, letter E. Letter E. Next. All particles pass through number 20 and not more than 40% pass through number 67. Very coarse, moderately coarse, fine, or very fine. So, mamimili ka na lang sa mga coarse dyan. So, in number 25, the correct answer is coarse. Oh, naka 25 items na tayo. Kumusta? Na-record nyo ba, class, yung ano nyo, yung scores ninyo or yung mga sagot ninyo? Oh, nakasunod pa ba? Thumbs up nga if yes. Okay, next, number 26. Diameter of a circle with the same area as that of the particle observed, perpendicular to the surface on which the particle rests. O, nakalagay na yung keywords, diameter of a circle, which is your projected area diameter. Pag ferret's diameter, di ba? Farthest distance. Pag Martin's diameter, yan yung diameter mismo ng particle, but not the circle. Next, number 27. What is the method of choice for classification of the coarser grades of single powders or granules? A. Optical microscopy. B. Sieving. C. Sedimentation. D. Automatic particle counter. Or E. None of the above. The correct answer here is method of choice. Letter B. Sieving.
Sieving.
Okay, next tayo. Which of the following is or are definitions of a drug? 1, it is a substance recognized in an official pharmacopoeia or formulary. That is true. It is intended for the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment, or prevention of disease. That is also true. Three, it is a chemical that affects the structure or function of the human body. That is also true. Number 4, it is intended for use as a device or component, part, or accessory of the device. It is not intended as a device. So 1, 2, and 3 only. Letter B. The correct answer in number 28 is letter B. Next, number 29. Which of the following is or are examples of intensive property? Remember when we say intensive property, they are independent of the quantity. So they do not change regardless of the amount of the substance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all intensive or independent variables or properties. So therefore, the correct answer is letter E. Next, as a pharmacy student, your knowledge in physical pharmacy may be useful in 1, understanding of the basic physical, chemical, or physical chemistry necessary for the drug design. That's true. Increasing the absorption of drug upon administration. That is true. Kaya nga nakakapag-design tayo ng efficient na dosage form because we know the physical and chemical properties, and inaral natin sa physical pharmacy yon. The manufacture of medicine in both small and large scale, that is also true. The cultivation, avoidance, and elimination of microorganisms in medicines, that is also true because, dapat microbiologically stable din yung mga gamot. So, nasa physical, chemical properties din yan. Or sa stability, di ba? So, the correct answer is letter E, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, number 31, which of the following is a type of physical change? When we say physical change, hindi nagbabago ang identity. Nagbabago lang ang state of matter. So, rusting, combustion, vaporization, neutralization, or all of the above. Rusting, chemical change yan. Combustion, chemical change. Neutralization is a type of chemical reaction, so therefore, chemical change din yan. Vaporization is not a chemical change because you just convert liquid to gas here, vaporize. So that's just a physical change. Next, number 32. All of the following are important postulates of the kinetic molecular theory of gas, except, sino na nga ulit yung, ano na nga ulit yung mnemonic natin? Nair, di ba? Nair. N for negligible, tingnan nga natin, kung may negligible. Gases consist of large number of particles in a rapid random motion. O, tama, may random, Nair. That is correct. There are no attractive or repulsive force between the individuals. That is also correct. Independent sila, no? Kasi walang mga forces of attraction. So they move individually, independently. Letter D muna tayo. The volume of the molecule of gas is very small compared to the total volume in which the gas is contained. So that is negligible. So letter D is correct. The time during which a collision between two molecules occur is negligibly short compared to the time between collisions. That is also true. Although wala dito, no, it is related to the elasticity of the gas. So collision eh. Oh, eto tayo, letter C. The average kinetic energy is inversely proportional daw. Hindi. Yung kinetic energy is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. So letter C is the incorrect statement here. Sa yung exception. 'Di ba? So dun yan papasok sa random motion. Ang random motion, no, mas nagmo-move sila na mas mabilis, they are related to kinetics. It's because of high temperature. Remember, that's the condition in ideal gas behavior. Mataas ang temperature. So pag bumababa ang temperature, nagkakaroon ka na ng forces of attraction. So nagiging liquid na yung gas mo. So hindi na kasi nagbe-behave ideally. Matching type tayo. Boyle's law, na kanino yan? Letter? Boyle's law. Pressure and volume. So letter D. So 1 is D. Charles law is P1, T1. So 2 is B. Avogadro is volume and moles. So letter A. Gay-Lussac is pressure and temperature. So that's... Oops, Charles law is volume temperature. So this is F. F pala to. Gay-Lussac, yun yung pressure temperature. So this is B. Combined gas law, obviously, it's letter E. And the ideal gas law is C. PV and RT. So therefore, what is the answer? 1D, 2F, nasan yun? Eto. So B, C, B, D, and E ka na lang. 3 is A. Oh, so D and E ka na lang. 4 is B. So tama pa din. 5 is E. So therefore, letter E. Letter E. Ayan. O finally, may sumagot. Number 34. You are a manufacturing pharmacist working in research and development department of the company. You were tasked to design a formulation with the object of creating high quality and efficacious dosage forms. Which of the following information is not a consideration formulation development? What's your answer here? Disease of the patient, manufacturing capability, character, and competence of the pharmacist, physical and chemical properties of the drugs, or none of the above. The correct answer here is letter C. Walang pakialam ang drug development sa character mo. Diba? Although somehow it will affect your work ethics, ganyan, but not important in research and drug development. Okay? Number 35, dialysis solutions are administered through what delivery system? Oral, rectal, good luck naman nagda-dialysis, rectal, no? Topical, parenteral, or transdermal? What is your answer? Dialysis is parenteral. Parenteral. Next, number 36. What do you call the physical properties of matter that depend on the arrangement and on the number and kind of atoms within the molecule? Additive is parang extensive property. So, depende to sa quantity. So, that the answer. Extensive is also not the answer. Intensive, independent of the quantity, not the answer. Colligative, nakadepende sa number ng particles. So, letter C, constitutive. Anong mga example ng constitutive? Refractive index, optical activity. Number 37, a student from physical pharmacy class has characterized the physical properties of water drinking fountain available in school. Upon determining the boiling point, there was an apparent difference between the actual and theoretical value. This means that A, the water is impure, B, the water contains microbial contamination, C, it is normal since ideal property of substance is never achieved in the actual test, D, A and B, E, A, B, and C. The correct answer is letter A. The water is impure. Alam nyo, ang purified water, kunwari ito ha, yung purified water, kahit na may pyrogen siya, it's pure. Yan, pure pa rin yan. So, ang magbo-boil pa rin siya at 100 degrees Celsius. So, hindi siya nag-boil at 100 degrees Celsius. Tumaas siguro, di ba? It's because the water is impure. Letter A. Number 38, from your previous answer or from the previous number, the vapor pressure of sample was observed to decrease. This is due to A, the solubility of the solute with water, B, the number of particles present in sample, C, the vapor pressure independent on temperature, or D, chemical nature of solute present in the sample, E, the identity of the particle present in sample. Remember that vapor pressure is a colligative property. And when I say colligative property, it depends on the number of particles present in the sample. So therefore, letter B. 38 is letter B. Next, number 39. Evaluate the following statements regarding forces of attraction. Which is false? A, knowledge on forces of attraction is important for understanding stability. That's true. Next. Oops. This is true. Substances with stronger intermolecular force of attraction have higher boiling points. This is also true. For molecules to exist as aggregates in gases, liquids, and solids, intermolecular forces must exist. Tama sana, kaso in-include niyo yung gases. Remember, gases do not have intermolecular forces of attraction. So therefore, this is the incorrect statement. Yung letter D, if you want to read it, no, the stability of the interaction will change by either a decrease in attraction or an increase in repulsion. That is also true. So gases, again, they move independently. They do not have intermolecular forces of attraction. Next, number 40. Given the following structure, what are the possible intermolecular forces of attraction? The correct answer here is all of the above. Possible lahat. Van der Waals, hydrogen bonds, covalent bond, and ionic bond. Van der Waals, di ba, remember, this type of bond exists in all molecules. So definitely one is correct. Hydrogen bonds pwede kasi pwedeng mag-interact dito yung hydrogen sa mga oxygen na to. Covalent bond, pwedeng polar and non-polar. This one, may semi-polarity siya. So polar because of this group, carboxylic group, and non-polar because of this group. Yan. Ionic kasi pwedeng maging negatively charged to and maging positively charged to. So they can potentially have ionic interaction. Okay, so letter E is the correct answer. Naka-40 na tayo. Number 41, in the reaction Ki or potassium iodide plus iodine, the specific type of the intermolecular force of attraction is A, ion-ion, B, ion dipole, C, ion-induced dipole, or D, the biforces, E, London dispersion forces. Remember, potassium iodide is ionic salt. It's a salt, so ion siya. Cation and ion. And iodine is non-polar. And when we say non-polar, mga induced dipole yan. So this is an interaction, therefore, between an ion and induced dipole, letter C. Letter C. Number 42. Which of the following statements is false regarding polar and non-polar covalent bonds? Yan. A, the physical properties of substances are also affected by their polarities. That is true. Usually, yung mga polar, matataas ang boiling point ng mga yan. So, that's a physical property compared to non-polar substances. B, a covalent bond that has an equal sharing of electron is called non-polar covalent bond. That is also true. Di ba? Equal ang sharing ng electron, non-polar yan, or induced dipole. Letter C, if there is no difference in the electronegativities of atoms, this means that the molecule is non-polar. This is also true. For example, iodine bonded with another iodine, di ba pareho ng electronegativity yan? O, walang mas mataas, walang mas mababa. Pag pareho ng electronegativity, it means non-polar yung substance mo. Next, letter D. The polarity of a covalent bond can be judged by determining the difference in the electronegativities of the atoms making the bond. This is also true. So therefore, the correct answer is letter E. None of the choices is false. Number 42 is letter E. Number 43, the added factors A and B in the van der Waals constant in the relationship of this equation are factors that correct for deviation in the gas constant R. What do these factors mean? The correct answer is letter D, the attractive forces and volume occupied by the gas molecules. Why? Because this is the real gas equation. Remember, in real gas equation, bumababa ang temperature, tumataas ang pressure. Pag bumaba ang temperature, nagiging liquid. Nagiging liquid ang gas. So nagkakaroon ng volume and then nakakaroon ng attractive force yung mga gas molecules. Kapag bumaba din ang pressure or tunaas yung pressure, remember kay Boyle's law, pag tinaas ang pressure, nako-compress yung gas. So nagkakaroon ng chance for colliding or collision. So nagiging liquid sila. So therefore, the correct answer here is letter D. Next, number 44, the SI unit for pressure is A, ATM, B, PSI, C, torr, D, mmHg, or E, Pascal. The correct answer is Pascal. All others are just another unit for pressure, other units for pressure, but the SI unit is Pascal. 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to 103.1 kilopascal. Next, number 45, the least number of intensive variables that must be fixed to describe the system completely. Least number of intensive variables. This is governed by Gibbs space rule, which is your degrees of freedom, letter D. 45 is letter D. Next, number 46, the reaction of these substances with negative 3,351 kilojoules of heat is said to be blank and therefore heat is blank by the reaction. So nakita negative ang heat, so nag-release ng heat. So kung nagre-release ng heat, exothermic ang reaction. So in number 46, it's letter A. Letter A. Next, number 47. Which gas law governs the process by which gas particles escape from a container into a vacuum through small hole? As I've mentioned kanina, di ba, parang ito yung movement ng gas. Well, that is actually the movement of gas in small hole governed by the Graham's law of effusion. Raoult's law, vapor pressure ng liquid yan. Charles' law, di ba, the relationship between volume and temperature. Avogadro's, the relationship between volume and moles of gas. And Gay-Lussac's law, volume and, pressure and temperature of gas. So Graham's law of effusion is the correct answer here. Number 47 is letter A. Number 48, which of the following is not an example of colligative property? Pag colligative property ulit, nakadepende sa number ng particles. Osmotic pressure, it's one of the examples of colligative property. Boiling point elevation, that's also true. Melting point depression or freezing point depression, pareho lang yan, magkaiba lang ng direction, tama pareho. So letter D, vapor pressure. Bakit? Instead na elevation, di ba, dapat ito ay depression. Vapor pressure lowering. Hindi na e-elevate ang vapor pressure kapag may nakadissolve na particles in it. Okay? Next, number 49. What is the degrees of freedom in the triple point of the phase diagram, of water? So this is the triple point. Yan. So 3 minus 2 minus 1, di ba? is equal to 0. Yan. Fixed dapat ang ating condition when we want to achieve the triple point. Okay? 0. Invariant. Number 50, yan. Oh, nakakalahati na tayo. We'll take a break after this, ha? Kalahati muna. Which of the following phase diagrams is not an example of a condensed system? Ano ulit ibig sabihin ng condensed system? Di ba ang condensation, gas to volume or gas to liquid? So, ibig sabihin, wala ng gas. Sinong diagram ang walang gas? A, B, or C? Si B and si C, walang gas yan. So, yung non-condensed example is letter A, the phase diagram of water. Okay, so that's the first part of Physica, Pharmacy, and Juris exam. Do you have any questions so far? May tanong ba, mga kapatid? Okay lang ba mag-break tayo ng 15 minutes? Can I have a thumbs up if yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's have a break. No, be back at 2 o'clock. No need to go out or no need to leave the meeting. No, let's just have a break. No, for 15 minutes. So, let's resume our discussion at 2 p.m. Thank you. Hello. Let's resume. Okay, number 51. Can I have a thumbs up? Bago ako mag-resume. Yan, salamat naman. Solubility may be enhanced through the use of the following, except application of heat, agitation, reducing the surface area, or none of the choices. Letter C. When you reduce the surface area, you're increasing further the particle size. So, dapat ito, increase ang surface area para reduce ang particles. Number 51 is letter C. Number 52, this states that a solute will distribute itself between two immiscible solvents so that the ratio of its concentration in each solvent is equal to the ratio of its solubility in each one. I think this question is a repeat question. So, this is Nernst law, letter B. Yung partition coefficient. Number 53, this is the solvent used to represent the lipophilic component in the determination of partition coefficient of substances. The correct answer is octanol. O, nasabi ko na rin kanina, octanol. Number 54. Calculate the molar concentration or molarity of 15 grams of sodium hydroxide in 225 ml of solution. So, molarity is equal to moles of solute per liter, right? So, the moles of solute hindi naman binigay, but you know that this is equal to weight in grams over molecular weight. So, binigay naman yung weight in grams, 15 grams. Ang molecular weight is 40 grams. Just divide by 225 ml or 0.225 liter. Diba? So, doing the math, the correct answer is letter B, 1.67 molarity. Number 55, the only difference between molecular, colloidal, and coarse dispersion system is blank in the dispersed phase. The correct answer is shape. Shape of the dispersed phase. Blank of the dispersed phase. O, pinakamaliit si molecule. Susunod si colloidal, and then mas malaki yung mga particle size ng mga coarse dispersion system. Molecular dispersion system is also known as through solutions. Okay? Pag 1 to 1,000 nanometers, it's colloidal. Pag greater than 1,000, it's coarse. Number 56. Which of the following methods of adjusting tonicity is not based on E-value? The correct answer is cryoscopic method. This is equal to, if you will look or recall its formula, 0.52 minus A, which is the freezing point depression of 1% of drug, over B, the freezing point depression of the adjusting substance. So, walang E-value na kailangan. Saka, di ba pag E-value, it's sodium chloride equivalent. So, hindi nakabase sa sodium chloride ang ating method of adjusting tonicity for cryoscopic method, but it is based on the freezing point depression, which is negative 0.52. Number 57, using the sodium chloride equivalent method, how will you adjust the tonicity of the following? The dexamethasone 0.1%. The E-value of dexamethasone is 0.18, and then 30 ml is the 30 ml is the final volume. So, isa-shortcut ko na lang, no? Yung shortcut na formula is 0.9% minus yung percentage nito times its E-value. But ang assumption natin dito, 100 ml ang volume. So, let's compute for the percentage of sodium chloride and ACl. Wala kang pencil, no? Kaya ganito ako magsulat sa sa screen. So 0.1% times E-value. What is the answer? So 0.1 times 0.18. That's 0.018. Subtract it from 0.9. The answer is 0.882%, which means 0.882 grams of sodium chloride in 100 ml. Magre-ratio and proportion na lang ako sa total volume, which is, di ba, X over, ilan ang volume? 30 ml. And solving for X, the answer is 0.2616. Yan. Ay, 2646. 2646. So, meron ba? It's none of the choices. $0.1. Double check ko lang ha. Divided by 100 times 30 times 0.18. So, 0.0054. And minus 0.27. 0.2646 is the correct answer. Feeling ko dapat A ang sagot eh. Pero malayo kasi yung 216 sa 264 or 265. So letter D, none of the choices. Next, number 58. How many grams of dextrose should be used in compounding the following prescription? So ayan. Doon tayo sa standard method. No? Yung step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, di ba? You multiply the amount of drug in grams by its E-value. However, naka-percent ito. So, alisin mo yung percent. How? You multiply it by the volume. So, 0.5 over 100, diba? Multiplied by 50 ml, what's the answer? 0.5 divided by 100 times 50. That's 0.25 gram. So you multiply this by E-value 0.31. And the answer here is 0.0775. Step 2 is multiply 0.009 by the volume, which is 50 ml. The answer is 0.45 gram. And step 3, subtract 0.0075 from 0.45. The answer is 0.4425. However, this is just the amount of sodium chloride. Dextrose ang pang-a-adjust natin ng isotonicity. So, i-divide natin yan sa kanyang E-value. 0.4425 divided by the E-value of dextrose, which is not given, pero tinuruan kayo kung paano mag-compute ng E-value, di ba? So, paano ulit mag-compute ng E-value? This is equal to the molecular weight of the sodium chloride, 58.5, divided by its dissociation factor, 1.8. Di ba? Ang dextrose, non-electrolyte, so 1 ang kanyang dissociation factor over 180. What is the answer here? 58.5 divided by 1.8 divided by 180. It's 0.18. So 0.4425 divided by 0.18, the correct answer is 2.45. 2.45. which is not in the given. Ang closest is 2. Yan. Because there is rounding off in between calculations dito, kaya hindi talaga magmamatch yung actual dito sa choices. So, closest ang 2 grams, it should be 2.4. Yan. Dito, 2.1 lang. Naka-round off na, if ever. So, 2. Letter D is the correct answer here. Again, hindi talaga magmamatch yung sagot because naka-round off in between calculations yung mga choices. So, the correct answer again in 58 is letter D. Number 59, decrease in viscosity is caused by letter A, increase in temperature. As we increase in temperature, nagiging malabnaw yung substance natin. So, mababago yung viscosity. So, ganun din sa storage ng gamot. Kapag na-store sila at high temperature, yung viscosity nag-iiba. Number 60, according to USP, how many groups of solubility expressions may be used to describe the solubility of solute in a given solvent? Sino na nga ulit yun? Very soluble, freely soluble, soluble, sparingly soluble, slightly soluble, very slightly soluble, and practically insoluble. Ilan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the correct answer is C, 7. Okay. Next tayo. That's number 7. Number 61. Naka-juris na tayo. Refuses or fails to sell the same to the general public at the time of discovery of the excessive basic commodity. Hoarding, profiteering, cartel, or all of the above. Excessive daw sa level na dapat meron lang ang isang seller. It's hoarding. Ayaw niyang itinda. Bakit kaya? Kinikip niya lang para just in case maubusan ng supply, siya lang ang meron. So, ititinda niya yan at higher price. Number 62. The following must be presented by senior citizen when buying drugs except A, prescription, B, purchase slip booklet, C, OSCA ID, or D, birth certificate. So, hindi kailangan ng birth certificate to prove na senior siya. OSCA ID would be enough. Next, number 63. A senior citizen who purchases medicine for his personal needs is entitled to a minimum discount of letter B, 20% and VAT. Well, ang VAT depends on the drug. Okay? May mga non-vatable, may mga vatable. Next, number 64. Major offenses under the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002 warrant a penalty of A, death, B, a fine ranging from 100,000 to 500,000, C, a fine ranging from 500,000 to 10 million, or D, both A and C. What is the answer? Letter D, both A and C. Yan. Major offense yung maximum, 'di ba? Doon sa law, may death penalty, pero naka-hold kasi ito, may TRO, temporary restraining order because of human rights issue. Pero yan yung nasa batas. Tapos ito, 10 million yung maximum na payment for or fine for major offense. Number 65. Applicable X-tax for retailer of dangerous drugs, 'di ba? S3, retailer S3. Actually, pwede ring S1, pero wala kasing compounding dyan. S3 yan. Next, number 66, prescription for poisons will be retained by the pharmacist for how many years? 5 years. Ang mga prescription book, 2 years. Next, who is the permanent consultant of DDB? It's the NBI director. NBI director. Next, number 68. Special forms of prescription of dangerous drugs are obtained from BFAD, DDB, Board of Pharmacy, or DOH. The correct answer is DOH. DOH. Sa kanila talaga. Pwede rin sa DDB pero sa DOH. Kaya nga siya rin ang nagsasabi na nung nagkaubusan ng yellow prescription, pwede na yung triplicate copy even if hindi original yung yellow prescription. Triplicate copy lang ng ordinary na prescription. Next, number 69. The original copy of the records of prescription drugs is retained by pharmacist. Letter B. Number 70. Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act creates the FDA under DOH in order to fulfill following functions, powers, and duties. 1. Collect samples of food, drug, cosmetic. That is true. 2. Analyze and inspect food, drug, cosmetic. That is also true. Establish data to serve as a basis for the preparation of food, drug, and cosmetic standards. That is also true. Release batch certificate for all pharmaceutical drugs. That is false. Kasi antibiotics lang ang ginagawa nila ng batch certificate release. Okay, again, antibiotics lang. So therefore, the correct answer here is 1, 2, and 3. Letter C. Next, number 71. Which of the following is not considered adulterated product? Pag adulterated, contaminated. Whatever that contamination is. It can be, diseased animal. Diba? Container is composed of a poisonous substance. It bears or contains coal tar color. Letter D, if its labeling is false or misleading in any particular. So dahil ito, labeling lang, no, yan ang hindi adulterated. Misbranded yan and misleading advertisement. Okay? Next, number 72. Which of the following is not considered misbranded product? So, yung hindi contaminated, yun. Oh, letter A, if it consists in whole or in part of any filthy, putrid, decomposed substance. Automatically, yun na yun. It consists daw ng ganitong mga substances. Ibig sabihin, yan yung mga contamination mo. Okay? Next, number 73. Who is responsible for conduct of research and appropriate tests and calibration, analysis, and trial of products in the division of FDA? It's the Laboratory Support Division, letter C. Licensing, giving LTO, registration, giving CPR. Product Research and Standard Development Division, as the name implies, they create standards. And Field Regulatory Operations Office, sila yung inspectors ng mga drug establishments. Okay? So number 74, the process of approval of an application to register health products, registration, letter B. Pag licensing, LTO. Pag certification is just giving of any certificate or permission for a certain establishment to perform. Okay? So letter B is the correct answer. Number 75, which of the following is not a prohibited drug? Ibig sabihin, regulated drug siya. The correct answer is barbiturates. Pwedeng gamitin. Ang morphine kasi, because it is derived from opium, nandun din siya sa prohibited. Yung mga barbiturates nakakasedate. Okay? So letter C. Sleep-inducing. And barbiturates, ganyan sila. Mga nakakapampakalma din. Next, number 76. Violations on the part of dispensers. Imposing a particular brand, that's a violation. Failure to post an up-to-date info on drug products, that's a violation. Failure to record and keep prescriptions, which that's also a violation. So all of the above. Letter D is the correct answer in number 76. Okay, number 77. Prescription with instruction, no substitution is what type of prescription error? Violative. Because the doctor who prescribes the drug is endorsing sort of branded product kasi nilagay niyan no substitution. Minsan pa may please. Okay? Number 78, the following are the guidelines on what to do with your previous answer. Do not fail, that's true. Keep the prescription, that's true. And call the prescriber for checking. Or none of the above. Number 78. None of the above. Siyempre naman, kahit legally, wala sa batas na i-call mo yung prescriber. In practice, you have to verify from the prescriber kung ano man yung gamot na nireseta niya. Kahit basang-basa mo siya. Okay? Next, number 79. The penalty given of the counterfeit medicine if the counterfeit medicine has caused death. A, 100,000 to 500,000 plus life imprisonment. B, 500,000 to 5 million plus life imprisonment. C, 5 million to 10 million plus life imprisonment. Or D, death penalty. The correct answer in number 79 is up to 5 million of fine and life imprisonment. If proven na yung cause ng death is due to counterfeit drug or fake drugs. Number 80. This involves the importation in the country of a patented drug from a third party without authorization of the patent holder. Importation, sabi rito. So therefore, wag na mag-isip ng iba. It's parallel importation. Pag naman copy or manufacturing, compulsory license. Pero kapag ka importation lang naman, it's parallel importation. Next, number 81, same clinical effect and same safety profile. A, pharmaceutically equivalent. B, alternative. C, therapeutically equivalent. Or D, alternative. The correct answer is, in number 81, hindi necessary na pareho sila ng API dito. Same lang ang effect, sabi dito. And safety profile. So, ibig sabihin, kung effect lang yan, therapeutics yan. Therapeutically equivalent. Letter C. The correct answer in number 81 is letter C. Okay, number 82, non-patentable invention. So medyo mahaba, no? Yan. Ibig sabihin, ito yung hindi mo na pwedeng i-patent. Kapag naka-discover ka ng new form or property ng existing substance or known substance, yan, or known process pero nakapag-generate ka lang ng new reactant, non-patentable lahat ng to. So the correct answer is 1, 2, and 3. Letter D. 82 is letter D. Number 83, this is the agreement between two or more persons engaged in the production, manufacture, processing, storage, supply, distribution, marketing, etc., di ba? Of a basic necessity or prime commodity designed to artificially and unreasonably increase or manipulate its price. This is cartel. Nag-uusap yung mga nagtitinda kung magkano isaset nilang presyo. 'Di ba? So wala na tayong choice noon, 'di ba? But to buy at their set price. Number 84, what was the amendment made to the Generics Act? Letter A. There shall appear prominently on the label of generic drug that following the statement, 'di ba? The product has the same therapeutic efficacy as any other generic product as the same product of the same name, signed BFAD. So, ang haba pero hindi naman din nangyari 'yan. 'Di ba? Etong letter B and yan, yung letter B, yan yung sa cheaper medicines bill na amendment, dapat merong nakalagay retail price not to exceed or under price regulation. Next, number 85. This is concerned with sampling, specifications, and testing, as well as the organization, documentation, and release procedures, which ensure that the necessary and relevant tests are carried out. Since sampling, specification, testing ito, these are the responsibilities of quality control. Letter C. Letter C, quality control. Number 85. Number 86, who appoints the Board of Pharmacy? And dahil siya ang nag-appoint ng Board of Pharmacy, siya rin yung may power to remove the members from the Board of Pharmacy. What's the answer? It's the President of the Philippines. Letter B. Philippines talaga, no? Philippines. Letter B. Okay, next, number 87. Malapit na tayong matapos. A drug establishment operating for 24 hours must be at all times under immediate supervision of registered pharmacist. Next statement, a pharmacist performing executive and administrative management duties may not have an immediate supervision of in the repacking, manufacture, or sale of drugs, biologics, products, and pharmaceutical products. Anong sagot ninyo? The correct answer is, first statement is true, while the second is false. Sabi kasi ito, may not have. Hindi pwedeng may not have. Meron pa rin siyang supervision. Especially, ito, mga gamot na yan. Next, number 88. Rules on filling or refilling of prescription. Number 1, no prescription shall be filled or compounded except by a registered pharmacist in the employ of drugstore or pharmacy. That's true. Students undergoing internship may assist the pharmacist. That's also true kasi may assist lang naman. No prescription shall be refilled except upon express order of the prescriber. That is also true. So 1, 2, and 3, letter D. Next. Refers to the duly integrated and accredited professional organization of registered and licensed pharmacists. The correct answer is letter A. Ay po. Ang PPHA, parang in-emphasize ko sa klase na walang PPHA na na-mention sa batas. Okay? So, hindi sila. Pero, syempre, in practice, siya naman din yung AIPO natin. It's just that, naka-reference tayo sa batas. Number 90, refers to a method of secret writing or use of characteristic style or symbol by substituting other letters or characters for the letters intended for the purpose of misleading consumer. A, cipher. B, code. C, secret keys. Or D, all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Diba? In the new law or the existing law, lahat to ay pinag-isang definition na lang. Next, number 81. It refers to the sum of processes performed by a pharmacist in drug preparation, including the calculations, mixing, assembling, packaging, or labeling of a drug. A, chemical testing and analysis. B, compounding. C, manufacturing. Or D, dispensing. So, pwedeng possible na sagot is compounding or dispensing. Pero sabi kasi rito, assembling, packaging, labeling. So, that's compounding. Letter B. Diba? Extemporaneously. Number 92. Definition of counterfeit medicines. Less than 70% of the labeled amount of drug. That is true. 80%, di ba, yung nasa batas. Oh, so, yung 70% is also less than 80%. So, this is true. Ang daming natitrick dito, no? Nagkakamali sila. Kasi dapat daw 80 ito. Ano bang interpretation ng less than 80? Di ba less than 70 din? Next is spurious, substandard, and mislabeled. That is also true. Wrong and no active ingredient. That is true. An imported pharma product not registered with the FDA brought into the country for personal use. This is false. So 1, 2, and 3 are the definition of counterfeit drug. So, letter A. Okay? Next. Kasi ito naman for personal use eh. Next, number 93. Refer to medicines which can only be dispensed by a pharmacist to a patient upon the presentation of a valid prescription from a physician, dentist, optometrist, or veterinarian, and for which a pharmacist's advice is necessary. A, prescription drugs. B, ethical medicine. C, OTC drugs. Or D, A and B. Since meron tayong prescriber, di may mga ano lang yan, mga prescription products. So, prescription drugs are also ethical medicine or ethical drugs. So, letter D is the correct answer. A and B. Next, number 94, establishment not requiring supervision of registered pharmacist. The correct answer here is, drug importer, drug department, plant management of laboratories, selling and distribution of drugs, or none of the above. All, none of the above. Lahat yan require supervision ng pharmacist. Okay? Category A, pharmaceutical establishment. Number 95, pharmaceutical manufacturer can sell their products directly to, letter B, wholesaler. Not to the public, not to the physician, but to the wholesaler or distributors. Next, number 96, government agency who issues national identification card and purchase booklet to senior citizen, it's OSCA. Office of the Senior Citizen Affairs. Next, number 97, in order to pass the boards, a candidate must obtain a general average of, letter B, 75%. Alam niyo dapat yan. Number 98, how many times board exam of pharmacy? is administered, it's twice a year. Letter B. Letter B. Para siguro nung pandemic. Nagka-delay-delay. Number 99, who shall issue guidelines in the accreditation of specialty boards in various areas of pharmacy practice? A, FDA, B, Board of Pharmacy, C, PACOP, D, BNC. The correct answer is the Board of Pharmacy. Walang kinalaman ng PACOP dyan. And last number, 100, what are the grounds for non-registration of pharmacists? 1, convicted of an offense involving moral turpitude by a court of competent jurisdiction. That's true. Solid sin na tong A. Summarily adjudged by the board as guilty for misrepresentation or falsification of documents in connection with the application of exam or for violation of the general instructions to examinees. That's also true. Found guilty of immoral or dishonorable conduct by the board. That's also true. Medically proven to be addicted to drug or alcohol by a medical or drug testing facility accredited by the government. That is also true. So therefore, the correct answer in 100 is letter D. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Sana nakasunod kayo, no? Yan. Count the number of correct items. Kung nag-note kayo ng mga letters ninyo o yung mga sinagot ninyo during your exam. I hope class, no, maraming pumasa because this is relatively an easy exam. Yan. May tanong po ba? May tanong ba? Thumbs up naman kung wala or papuso naman dyan kung wala. Kasi kung wala na, thank you class for listening and for participating. Let's enjoy uh, the weekend. Sunday ngayon, let's take a rest, no? Para sa panibagong laban na naman next week. We'll be seeing each other next week for Module 3. Thank you, class, and see you next week. Bye!
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you, sir.